everybody. First of all, I apologize that you find our site a bit in a bad shape. It's all under construction. So I'm sorry that if you go and have your factory tours and track whatever, that you see a lot of machinery and construction vehicles and construction companies doing their work. It's actually not such a bad thing, because it should show you, and it certainly shows us every day, that we are changing a lot of things here. That our plans and visions, what we put on paper, is slowly materializing. I don't know whether you all did they arrive this morning or yesterday?
Yes, I picked them up yesterday.
So you haven't seen anything so far. So you will see that we have new factory buildings up already. You see that the racetrack is undergoing a heavy renovation, and I hope finally, after many delays, that we can open this track next month, and then we start immediately with the new motorsports pit garage and motorsports factories facilities and all here. And maybe we have the opportunity to show the plan for the overall site, how the site will look like in about 2 years' time. So again, thank you very much for coming. I hope that our company, our guys have planned an interesting tour to you. I know that many of you think we have lost our heads and we go in some directions that might, first of all, maybe not be realistic or completely lose what this company was all about. I call this comment simply bullshit, because it's absolutely not the case. I think there was a lot of misinterpretation in the public for some people who simply do not want to understand the reality in what condition our company is or was, or actually still is. And I see the only possibility to make this brand again as famous and as beautiful, but more importantly, the company sustainable and profitable, by continuing to deliver excellent and innovative and clever and smart technology in our cars at an affordable price for our enthusiast group such as you. But that should not stop us from creating new products that maybe target other customers as well, because just unfortunately, if there were 200 million of you guys, there would be no need to offer products that are similar to a Porsche, maybe. Absolutely no need. But unfortunately, with the product range we have today, and even if we would renew it, the enthusiast target group is not really big. That's our problem in the last 15 years, and I don't know whether you have been aware of it, but Lotus was a loss-making company for 15 years, 14 years. I think, I don't know, any of you who run business would immediately realize this is something that needed to be changed, and this is what we've done. And today, after 18 months, we have just finalized our first year of our 5-year plan. And I can only tell you that we ticked all the boxes. We finished our year with by meeting all the projections financially, but also milestones for development progress, facilities upgrade, blah blah blah, all this. So 1 year of 5 is done, and we're in the midst of the 2nd year now, and we are determined, the whole team, to deliver what we promised. And I think one of the key messages today, and I really like to transfer this message out to your peers, is nobody is going to change any product actually that you are used to get from Lotus in the future. If you are a hardcore Elise user, enthusiast, owner, you will always get the same type of product, just better, just more performing, same efficiency levels, maybe even better. But I don't think you would have a problem if you can get in and out easily. So I think that's these improvements or quality improvements, I don't think that you would stop buying a car if it's a better car than what you have today. Still maintaining all the characteristics of what the Elise actually offers today, as an example. Same with the Evora. The Evora is a brilliant, absolute brilliant car, but it's doing well, but not doing really well. So it meets our expectations, and it fulfills let's say the ambitions at the moment, but we would like to go further with the Evora. That's why we have decided, and this is again a big misunderstanding, to say the Evora is something that will die in the near future. This is another nonsense as well. We have a lot of hopes in the Evora. We will come up with many derivatives, and some of them are really exciting, I can tell you. While trying to address all the criticism we are facing today, the quality, and some mechanical issues with gearbox and all this will all be addressed, otherwise we wouldn't be doing our job properly. So Evora is our near future car, and we will make this car actually not only to be a good handling car, to be a good driver's car, it will be an overall car that actually should represent the quality what we believe the future of our new car should actually represent. And we're working flat out, and I hope we can introduce in a short period of time some upgraded models of this car. So all in all we do is to keep what we've done in the past 10-15 years, and simply to add new models. And if I really go into the core of all this, and this might be maybe something that today's enthusiasts do not want to hear, and who attack us obviously with criticism. I think the biggest mistake some people do is to project the Lotus brand just with one product, with AEs. Obviously, if you have this type of one-dimensional thinking, it's difficult to show you that there is another world. But if you look back 20, 30, 40 years ago, Lotus was much more than just an Elise product. At that time, there wasn't an Elise. And if I read the documentation of the founder of this company properly, his aim was not just to stick to the Elises, to the cheap cars of the world. His aim was to create, to become with Lotus a premium sports car company, but maintaining all these characteristics that actually made this company famous. And the Esprit, and the Elites, and the Excels, and the Class, all these cars. I mean, go and see what the weight of these cars were by then, 20 years ago. So I don't think it's a mistake if we launch a new Esprit that weighs just under 1,400 kilograms, which is still about 200 kilograms less than the next competitor. So when it comes to this another subject that I love to talk about, lightweight. It's about how you interpret lightweight. I mean, if you think that Lotus should only build cars that weigh under 1,000 kilograms and that the dimension cannot exceed 4 meters, then, well, then, okay, then I disappointed you in the future. But then I don't think the company will have an economical future, just like in these cars. I think that what we have to do is to maintain the DNA and the technology that made this company clever. Simple cars, yes, simple cars, but quality simple cars. And obviously, 15 years ago, when the Elise was presented, there weren't as many technical regulations and laws in place that require this system, this and that airbag and all this. So this has changed. So by definition, a car will weigh more if we launch it in 2 years, in 3 years' time than what it was 15 years ago. And I think even a one-dimensional thinking guy will understand it. So our aim is really try to be lighter than any competitor that we actually target. And we have set really ambitious benchmark, car by car. And then we will see if we will be successful. But I don't accept the criticism that we are abandoning or disregarding the company's roots and not following the attributes that made actually the cars and the company famous. This is something that we have written here every day. We will follow it. But unfortunately, the world has changed. Even the customers' demands have changed. I mean, it's not as easy maybe as it was 15 years ago, or maybe as it was 2006, 2007, when the world was in perfect condition. From an economical point of view. Today you need to deliver simply more for the money that you actually, or you ask for more for the money that you spend. And this is what we would like to do. And if you have a little bit followed the big OEMs, I mean, they're trying to get into our niche markets in the two-seater mid-engine, 4-cylinder markets with the VWs, with the Audis, with the Porsches, with the BMWs, with the Alfa Romeos, all this, they're all coming in there. And they can deliver products with at a much lower price, at a much better quality. So we will be facing difficulties and hard competition. This is why we would like to enlarge our product range and to try to build 6,000 to 7,000 cars in one day. But we know that we are not a Porsche or Aston Martin or Ferrari or whatever. We will never be able to sell from one model 3,000 to 4,000 cars a year. That's why we need more models to actually distribute the responsibility of the volumes to more shoulders. So 6,000 cars with 4 to 5 models is something that sounds a bit more realistic. 1,400, 1,500 cars a year per model is something that we do today already. So with a better product, with an improved quality, we believe we can maintain this. So all in all, the very ambitious, aggressive, unrealistic, extraterrestrial, whatever plan we have in mind, sounds suddenly much more realistic. And 5 cars, it is obvious that a company like Lotus will never be able to develop 5 cars from scratch. Therefore, the 5 cars are just 2 cars in engineering terms. We have a commonization strategy that exceeds by far any of our competitors and future competitors. Every car shares more than 50% of common parts, every single car. And some of the cars share even more than 75% of common parts. And if I compare this with the company's philosophy to apply smart and clever manufacturing process and approach, I think this is exactly what we're doing. I believe we are ticking all the boxes of what this company stands for, and I have absolutely no doubt that we will succeed. Maybe some of the models will not work as we will want, but I think we will get back with this brand and with the product lineup, where I believe the company and the brand deserves to be.